We need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers.
Social justice, power hour, power hour, power hour. Social justice, power hour, power hour, power hour.
My fellow Americans, it's been a long 4 years. A lot of ups and downs, mostly downs, all downs. But as we come to the end of this journey together, there is only one thing left to do. Dance!
Hot pants. Hey, hot pants. No, hot pants. Smoking that hot pants. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Take your mind up on. It looks much better time.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and this old world is a new world in a bold world.
Good evening to our friends on the East Coast. Good afternoon to our friends on the West, and good in-between time to our friends in the in-between spaces. Welcome to the Social Justice Power Hour. Welcome to the virtual headquarters of the Bayard-Rustin Center for Social Justice. My name is Robert Seda Schreiber. I am your co-host for this evening and the chief activist of the center here. We have a thrilling evening for you, and we're going to get right to it. We are so excited to present to you tonight a very special Power Hour. It is the Mike Hotpence End of an Error variety show. We have special guests. We have super stuff coming up. And without further ado, we're going to bring on my good friend and a good friend to the center and a good friend to all of us in the community. Please welcome to our virtual stage, Mike Hotpence, everybody.
Woo!
Woo!
Let me turn off my music. I'm my own tech crew.
You look
Cheers,
forward-
my friend. Clink, clink.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. I have to get there. There you go.
Yes, with the branding.
There you go.
Happy brand new day.
Happy brand new day. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for letting us host this evening on the Power Hour. You are the host. In fact, wait, we need to do something here. I'm doing this.
What?
Ready for this?
Uh-huh.
You are now the host. I am the co-host.
Oh.
How's that?
Presto changeo.
Indeed. Indeed. How you
I feel
feeling?
some power over on this side.
Yeah, right. It's powerful there.
Like Evita. Well, I am so thrilled to be here. I am obviously thrilled to celebrate a brand new day, but I'm especially honored and pleased to be celebrating it with my good friends. The guests tonight, I've known one guest for 10 years and one guest for 20 years and one guest for 30 years. So I'm just so thrilled to be able to share this moment with them, and so grateful that they've joined the broadcast.
And we're so thrilled that you're here. You have been a hero of mine personally and a good friend to the center. We have had such a journey ourselves. It's pretty amazing when you think of all of we've done in the short time that we have known each other. I don't have 10 or 20 years like the other folks, but we've packed a lot into the amount of time that we've had.
Yeah. So I know we have a lot of new viewers tonight that have never tuned into a Power Hour before. Can you sort of give us the 411 on how this little show that grew to the greatness that it is now?
I love that you say 411. I say 411 and I get these dumbfounded expressions. They're like, is that on Insta? What is that? I'm like, what? And yes, yeah. So the thank you for giving me the lead in. And the Social Justice Power Hour has been broadcasting every weeknight, every freaking weeknight. We have not missed a night since March. Almost 250 shows we've done. And it started as we have a center in Princeton, New Jersey, where we did all of our good works. And when we realized that keeping our beanbags 6 feet apart was not enough safety for our community, we closed our doors physically and opened them virtually. And that very night, we did the first Power Hour. We did it with Walter Nagel, the beloved partner of Bayard Rustin. And it's been gangbusters since then. I really envisioned it as a small gathering for our community. I felt that the people who came into the center needed somewhere to go so they knew they'd be safe.
Mm-hmm.
So we could take care of them and they could take care of each other in virtual community. And it just grew beyond my wildest expectations. And you know me well enough. I'm a small man, but I dream big. And it's amazing what we've been able to accomplish. And again, that's because of the community that we've built. We now have hundreds, if not over 1,000 viewers each night. We've had the incredible honor of hosting everyone from Valerie Jarrett to Billy Eichner to Patton Oswalt. And it's just been phenomenal, and we have Jill Sobule, who comes back as a regular, kind of our musician in residence. It's been an incredible journey. But what's most important to me is not the numbers and not the celebrities and not the dignitaries and not the politicians. That's all special for sure. But it's the community members who come back. It's the community members who watch a show and then come back and then come back, and we share that time. And that's what's extraordinary to me. And I think that's what's special about it.
Well, thank you for dreaming big, my friend.
No, it's my pleasure, and thank you, because you have a similar journey in your Mike Hot Pants, in your Hot Pants, in
yes,
your journey in Hot Pants is somewhat the same, where you saw this thing and then it just became this other thing. So can you tell us that? Because as you are bringing your community to us, we're bringing our community to you. So can you tell the secret origin of Mike Hot Pants?
Yeah, it's not so secret anymore. But yeah, absolutely. Back in October of 2016, a friend of mine on Facebook called out my likeness to our former vice president. I love saying that. And he challenged me to dress up as Mike Pence for Halloween. And I thought that was a boring challenge because a Mike Pence costume is basically my face and a gray suit. But I decided to rise to the challenge. I wanted to try to do something maybe a little bit funnier or more subversive, maybe a little naughty. So I came up with the idea of doing a sexy version of Mike Pence. That is not a contradiction in terms. So I put on a suit jacket and a tie, and I decided to do the sexy half from the waist down. And I put on a pair of super short gym shorts from the 1970s, 1980s that I had actually worn to gym class. And yeah, I went out on Halloween night as Mike Hot Pence, and it got a lot of attention. And I thought it would be, a costume that I never had to put on again. But then, of course, we got the gut punch of the election result about a week and a half later. And around the end of November, when I was sort of adrift and trying to figure out how I wanted to respond and what I wanted to do moving forward, I thought, well, I wonder if I put the costume back on and went down to Times Square, where all the costumed characters are, and carried a jug for an organization that will need help. Maybe I could raise some awareness and raise some money, and maybe raise Mike Pence's blood pressure. So on December 3rd, 2016, I went out to Times Square with a jug for Planned Parenthood. And within about 24 hours, it went viral. And and the rest is history. I was pretty much out every week between doing events or collecting out in public spaces in New York, DC, Indianapolis, LA. After 4 years, as of 9 o'clock this morning, I just passed the $60,000 mark. So we have a lot to celebrate tonight.
That is so incredible. Yes, indeed, indeed. Let us find our. So
Yes.
Here's what I think that we have to really make this crystal to everybody. Just like we've been here every weeknight since the pandemic, you went out every weekend, and you have a job. It's not like you're lounging around. You have a full-time job, which, by the way, I know by personal experience that you work very, very hard at. So you work this full-time job and extra hours as well. And then you go out every weekend, and you've raised over $60,000. And I am just in awe of your efforts, of your can shaking, both literally and figuratively. And, I have a huge crush on you in every which way. So it's always a pleasure to share the screen with you. And for those of you that don't know, let me share this with you. First and foremost, Mike came out to do a fundraiser at the center back in the before times. We had a tea party, and that was wonderful. And then you ended up being the Grand Marshal along with Miss Gay New Jersey for the first ever Pride Parade in Princeton, New Jersey, which was a monumental historical thing. We had over 3,000 people there with the governor as well. And now our journey continues. You are now a board member at the center.
Yes.
And we are so incredibly honored by that.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to do more good works moving forward, in hot pants or not. But I am grateful for the relationship that we formed and formalized early last year when I joined the board.
Yeah, you have been an incredible asset. Ass being the key syllable there.
The night is young.
Thank you, everybody. So let's go ahead.
Are you ready for some guests?
We are. We have to. Speaking of guests, though, can we right quick tell people what's coming up on the show?
Yes, right quick. Yeah.
Right quick. I promise, because I know you're running the show tonight, and I'm your Ed McMahon.
Yes.
But right quick, just for those of you joining us for the first time, this is what we have to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. If you have not read this book, you should read this book. This is The Prophets. This is a Black love story, a queer love story, a Black queer love story, and it's basically taken up residence in the New York Times. There's an article about it every day in the Times for the past 2 weeks since it's come out. And Robert Jones Jr. himself, which is an inspirational man in and of himself, is going to be here Monday night. So join us for that incredible conversation. And then we have Liz Winstead, our mutual friend, who is co-creator of The Daily Show and an incredible voice for reproductive rights, which is obviously an arm of social justice. We have Pete Souza coming at us, who is vice photographer under Ronald Reagan and Barack Obama, bringing some of his favorite photos from his 2 tenures at the White House. We have this gentleman. This is going to be a great show. Michael Tisserand is the author of Crazy, about George Harriman, Crazy Cat, an incredibly influential comic strip about gender identity. It's a beautiful thing, and I cannot wait to talk about that. Kwame Alexander is coming out, Light for the World to See, 1,000 Worlds on Race and Hope. And True Believer, this book has not hit yet. It's going to hit in February. It's going to be huge. It's about Stan Lee and dismantling the myth of who he was. And creators' rights are a very important part of social justice as well. So I'm a huge Stan Lee fan. So if you want to come watch me get my heart broken, watch that episode. And then finally, Rob Zabrecki, who is not a household name. This guy has a great story. He was the lead singer of a proto-grunge band called Possum Dixon, and now he does post-life seances. And he is a magician, a storyteller, raconteur, bon vivant. He is an incredibly interesting individual. It's about reinvention, and I cannot wait to talk to him about that. That's just some of the highlights. That's all that Mike is going to let me tell you right now. I can see you squirming in your hot pants. But come out to every weeknight, 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific. If you enjoy this show tonight, come back and see us again. And speaking of seeing us, let's talk about talent tonight. You have some incredible friends coming to Edges.
Yes, I do. And each of them is going to sing a song or songs that I've never heard them sing before. So I'm as excited an audience member as I am a host. My first guest I met back in the year 2000 at the turn of the century when we were in the graduate theater program out at the Old Globe in sunny San Diego. But we're both New Yorkers at heart, so we both wound up on the East Coast after graduate school. If I look out my window due east for a couple of miles, I can see her and toast her. She is a fabulously talented singer and an actress. She has done the Broadway. She has done film and TV. You might recognize her from one of her many commercials. I last saw her perform live in her stunning one-woman show, Wishful Thinking, at the Metropolitan Room about 3 years ago. And I am just so tickled that she's going to be able to join us tonight and wow us with her voice. So please welcome to our virtual stage, Devora Bailey.
So before I pop her on, I want to say one thing. We're going to promise you 3 things tonight. We're going to promise you inspiration. We're going to promise you entertainment. We're also going to promise you, and this is an absolute guarantee, technical difficulties. And right now, in my green room, in the virtual green room, I am not seeing Devora. So I'm going to pop her on, and maybe there'll be some miracle in the in-between. And let's see if we can see her. And if not, we're going to ask her to pop off and pop back on. So let's give it 1 second and hope that this will work. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, and see, no, that's not a good thing. So I doubt that she can hear or see us. But if you can, Devora, please pop off the platform and pop back on, and hopefully we'll see you then. And that would probably be a really wonderful thing for all of us. And she left the virtual stage. So we're going to see if we get lucky and we can see her beautiful self coming back on.
Well, the good news is that you and I are both gabbers.
Yeah, we can make use of the time.
It's called vamping.
Yeah. How much would it? Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm hearing and seeing them. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our non-binary.
Let's see if this works. We have no sound.
There she is.
I can't hear you. Hold on a second.
All right. See, I promised you.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us? Oh.
Oh, there she is. It worked perfectly at 6:45.
Yeah, everyone at home, we tested all this crap out. This was not supposed to be. So I don't know what Devora just did, because we saw her and then we didn't see her and now we don't see her. Maybe we should have Sarah come on. Would that
we could chat for a minute or two.
Wait. She's back once more.
There we go.
Can you hear us?
Hi.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. There you are.
We're having a little difficulty over here.
Can you
But
hear
you
us?
can hear us now.
Yes, we can.
It's a miracle.
Yes.
It's working.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you look fabulous. Who are you wearing?
Lauren. I'm wearing Lauren.
I'm wearing Macy's.
Well, Lauren came from Macy's. Does that count for anything?
I'm wearing thrift store, so
I'm loving the tie, actually.
I was trying to match. Usually, Mike wears the same thing.
We do match. Look.
Oh,
that's lovely.
Geez, those legs! Holy crap!
I bet you're not wearing shoes. I'm not wearing shoes either.
It proves that I have a hot pants tuxedo, which I think is an achievement in itself.
Yep.
So, Dee, you're joining us you're in Astoria.
Actually, I'm in Jackson Heights, Queens, here with my musical director, John Weber, who you'll see in just a minute.
Hi, John. We can see your hand and your piano, which are the two most important things right now.
He will be on shortly.
So I want to, this audience has been waiting 20 minutes for a song, so I want to get right to it, and then I want to come back and chat in between. All right?
Wonderful. We've had a little difficulty with our computer, so let's hope that it all holds, and if not,
Yes.
We'll come back.
I have
So far, so good.
And I want to thank you personally for being with us. You are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you do. I just learned about this group, so you amaze me and you impressed me. So thank you.
All right.
All right, let's give Devorah the virtual stage.
Sounds good.
Hold on. Okay, let me just set up John here. Hi, everybody. I'm Devorah Bailey, and this is John Weber, my musical director. We're going to just sing He Loves and She Loves. Now that I have found you, I must hang around you. Though you may refuse me, you will never lose me. If the human race is full of happy faces, it's because they all love that wondrous thing they call love. He loves and she loves and they love, so why can't you love and I love too? Love, and that's what we both should do. Oh, I always knew someday you'd come along. We'll make a twosome that just can't go wrong. Hear me. He loves and she loves and they love, so won't you love me as I love you? We'll make the twosome that just can't go wrong. Hear me, he loves and she loves, and they love, so won't you love me as I love you? Shoo-doo-be-doo-be-doo. Love me as I love me as I love me as I love. Shoo-doo-be-doo.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you. And I was accompanied by the amazing, wonderful John Weber. I have to give him some shout out. Thank you very much. It was fun.
I just want to say, I want to tell a story. I was speaking to Devorah earlier this week on the phone, and we were talking about the song she was going to sing. And she said, I'd love to sing a Gershwin tune. And I said, well, you can't go wrong with Gershwin. And then I woke up in a cold sweat the next morning because I thought, she's singing He Loves and She Loves. You can't, as song titles go, you can't get much more binary than that. But then I went and I looked at the lyrics, and it's he loves and she loves and they love.
Right?
Yep. So it's perfect.
It is perfect.
Now, I don't know that Mr. Gershwin had that in mind when he wrote it.
Maybe
but you know what? We're alive in the here and now, and
absolutely
we reclaim this tune for the moment that we're in.
Absolutely.
So Thank you for bringing us He Loves and She Loves and They Love.
Thank you. Well, it's my pleasure.
And I have to say that I grew up, one of the constant rotations on my parents' turntable, along with a chorus line and a vita, was Michael Feinstein doing Gershwin.
Mm-hmm.
And that brought back such wonderful memories for me personally, and I want to thank you for that.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's actually our warm-up song, believe it or not. Like, we always start our rehearsals with this song. It just makes us feel happy and cheerful. So, yeah, we love it too.
So how are you been holding up these past couple of months? I know, New York obviously was hit pretty hard in the spring. And luckily, I know that you have a 9-to-5 job, which you work from home and sustained you these past couple of months. But as a singer, what was it like to suddenly be thrust into a work from home situation?
You know, ironically, it was great because all of these pressures that I was putting on myself fell away. You know, I was pressuring myself to do a show. You got to do a show now. And all of a sudden I couldn't do a show. So I didn't have to worry about doing a show. And I actually started to just go back into training and work with my coach. And I sort of went into a cocoon to just work. And there was no pressure on that work. So for an artist, it was really kind of great to just sort of not feel pressure and just to take the time and spend the time on the craft. You know what I mean? So it was, in that respect, creatively, it's been a really great period where all that pressure fell away, all of the yearning fell away, and I just got to be with my music. And then John and I started working together again in September, I think it was. Mm-hmm. So we cooled it off for quite some time. And then once we felt it was safe enough, he lives next door to me, which is like crazy. So I literally,
how convenient.
It's so convenient. I literally walk 100 yards to John's building and then we work together. So it's really worked out really well, actually.
Well, I just love the image of the cocoon that you said.
That's definitely what I've done.
That you sort of took this opportunity to sort of reflect inwardly and to work on your craft and to think about what the opportunity was these last couple of months, as opposed to the challenge of it all.
Yeah, and I think I've done a lot of self-tapes. I've done some voiceover stuff, and it was really interesting to be like, well, who am I as an actor and an artist anymore? Because when the big goals go away, like Broadway is sort of not here right now. So who are you as an artist if Broadway is not there? And if, all these shows aren't working right now, who can I be? And there's a freedom to that, having that space to figure that out.
Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing your talent to us all tonight virtually. And I want to hear a second song.
Yes, we are going to do a second song. It's called Somewhere That's Green.
And I love that it's Somewhere That's Green in celebration of our rejoining the Paris Climate Accord.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And I also think of this song in terms of like...
So here again.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that this song to me is just like the things that people want that I want for all people, which is like a home and a safe place to live and family around them and, safety. And so that's what this song means to me a lot too. Just having those things that everybody tends to want in some form or another.
Love it. All right, take it away, Devora.
Thank you. A matchbox of our own, a fence of real chain link, a grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer and an ironing machine, in a tract house that we share, somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass, he loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean. In the pine sol scented air, somewhere that's green. 9:15. We snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. I'm his December bride. He's father, he knows best. Our kids watch Howdy Doody while the sun sets in the west. A picture of the bedrooms and Gardens magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dream we'll go somewhere that's green. Oh. Hello. Thank you. Oh, here we are. Can't quite hear you.
Everybody at home. Everybody at home is applauding right now.
Yes.
You'll have to look in the chat and see the emojis.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you so much, both of you, John and Devorah, and I look forward to. Thank you, John.
I'm trying to come into the picture.
To see. I can't wait to see you again on stage. Whether that's a revival of Wishful Thinking or a sequel to Wishful Thinking, because if there was ever a time when we needed wishful thinking, it's now. So I love you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Stunning.
That was
Just stunning.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And that killed me. I actually saw Little Shop of Horrors off Broadway, and I saw Ellen Green do that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then she reprised her role in New York about 2 or 3 years ago, and still sounds absolutely incredible.
I had a huge crush on her. I thought she was really, really hot.
Hey, Robert, can you pop me into the green room and back on, because I'm frozen on my screen.
I would love to, my friend. All right, and the return of Mike Hotpence. How's that?
Well, I'm still frozen, but who cares?
Oh, that's not good.
That's all right.
Frozen. No, one more try. Pop it. I like to pop Mike Hotpence. I'll pop it all the time. How's that?
That's better.
Yeah.
All right. Third time's the charm.
All
Or
right.
maybe it's just a little bit more bubbly. Hey, I'm going to call an audible and go right to our next guest.
All right. Can I just quickly just
Yes.
give a shout out to Chris in the comments section, who is our dedicated volunteer, who's been with us for months and months and months, every freaking night also. I'm not the only crazy person. And Chris has been posting links to find everybody and posting links to your GoFundMe. So I want to thank Chris for all the work that he's doing in the comment section, and all the other folks that are commenting, giving us snaps out. We really appreciate you being with us.
Yes, go to the Rustin Center homepage or go to my GoFundMe and support the great works that we've been doing this past year and we're going to continue to do in the years ahead.
Yeah, so you were saying that you were up to over 60,000. So let's get to 70,000 tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
All right, how's that sound?
All right.
All right.
On to our next guest. I met our next guest 10 years ago at Princeton University when I had the pleasure of directing her in 4 musicals for the world famous Princeton Triangle Club. She is a true triple threat actress, singer, and dancer. In showbiz terms, triple threat means you can sing and you can dance and you can act your can off. And I can certainly attest to that as her director for 4 years. She has continued her career as a singer and dancer and actress. After graduation, she is currently wowing audiences in the DC, Virginia, and Maryland area. and she was nominated for a prestigious Helen Hayes Award, which is the DC version of the Tony Awards. And let me tell you, as somebody who has worked in DC as an actor a lot, that is an incredible achievement for somebody who is still pretty much early in their career. So congratulations to her on that. When I first met her, it was more of a mentor-student relationship, and I am so proud and thrilled to welcome her tonight as a colleague. So please welcome to our virtual stage, Sarah Ann Sillers.
Very exciting.
Hi!
Hi!
I'm in the live stream.
You're in the live stream.
Oh my goodness, Glenn, I'm like so touched. I cannot believe it's been 10 years, and I'm sure I've said this to you before, but thank you for taking a chance on a very bright-eyed, bushy-tailed freshman and casting her in the show. Really,
Yes.
really special memories.
Sarah Ann walked through the door as a freshman, and she landed the lead in the show that year. So kudos to you. And it's just so thrilling to watch your career blossom and grow down in the DC area.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Triangle Club is still I'll say a high point of my career, but I love DC. I grew up in Maryland. So it was really, it felt really natural to come back and just continue performing here in this area. I've got to work with so many lovely theaters. It is a super active, vibrant, dynamic theater community down here. I don't think, perhaps people don't really know or they aren't aware unless they've come down here and seen it for themselves.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a very big community. At the same time, it feels very intimate, where if you go to an audition or a callback, you're guaranteed to like know pretty much everyone there, or perhaps, like, oh, I know your partner. I worked with them on a show, just the connections abound. So it's a great community to be part of.
Well, I want to talk more about that. It's funny, we must be like psychically linked, because in my notes I have DC theater scene, big yet intimate.
Exactly.
So,
Oh my goodness.
I want to talk about that, but I want you to do a song first.
Yeah.
And first, introduce your accompanist.
I shall. Thank you. My accompanist tonight is my lovely husband, Andrew Kohlberg. Why don't you pop into the frame there? Say hi.
Hey, Andrew, welcome.
Andrew and I have gotten the chance to do quite a few performances together, and a couple of as husband and wife as well. And it's very convenient, to say the least, to marry your own accompanist. So I totally recommend it.
Well, I thought that Dee had it made when she said she lived next door to her accompanist, but you have one-upped her.
Exactly. Yep. That is right. A little bit of upgrade there, but yeah, I'm very grateful that we can continue to make music together during this time as well.
Well, thank you both. And you have a song that speaks to Wednesday's moment in so many ways. Not just the dawn of a brand new day, but also our first female vice president. You are going to entertain us with At Last.
Yes, indeed. Let's do it.
The virtual stage is yours.
Thank you. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Yeah, yeah. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to rest my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh yeah, when you smile, oh, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine at last. Ooh, do, 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 Woo! Thank you so much.
Just stunning.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you both. Before I forget, I know there's a lot of people in the comments that now want to know where they can find more of you. Where can people find you on the interwebs?
Yeah, my website is sarahannesillers.com, SarahanneSillers. And my Instagram is sarah.ann.dipitus, DIPITOUS.
I will make sure that Chris puts that out there for our community. And Sarah, and I just want to thank you. I want to give a personal note. That is my parents' song.
Oh.
So it was so beautiful to hear it, and I want to thank you for that.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible. Well, thank you both for the opportunity to come on and sing it for you.
We're all on the same wavelength tonight. Now, Sarianne, you got kind of hit with a double whammy with COVID because your 9-to-5 job is at a theater, and then your career outside of that 9-to-5 job is theater. So you got hit in a big way last March. And as you were saying earlier, DC is such a vibrant theater community. If you don't live in that area, the DC, Virginia, Maryland area, you might not know this, but there is so much theater going on and so much support in the community for the theater. And it's so big, and like you said, it's so intimate, and there's such a tight community. And as devastating as it was in New York for the shutdown of Broadway and off-Broadway and all the theater that goes on here, I was just thinking about DC, and in a way, I almost felt worse because that community is so close. And like you were saying, everybody knows each other. So it's not just about the theaters going dark. It's almost like the community gets a shutdown. So what has that been like for the past couple of months, and how have different theaters responded to this work from home situation?
Yeah, well, you totally hit the nail on the head. I gotta say, like, with like the social aspect of it all. I mean, I think that artists really everywhere who have been affected by COVID, like, you know, I think all of us are having, you know, going through a lot of, we'll carry a lot of this with us, of this experience, of being isolated from each other, and the anxiety and the fear, and all of that. It's particularly, I think, hard on artists because a lot of us are kind of questioning, like, well, if I don't have this, if I don't have this thing that I've like built my whole identity on, then like, who am I? Do I have my own self-worth and identity like outside of singing for people? So that's like a thing that's really tough to grapple with. But I mean, it is a good thing, of course, a blessing to, you know, be able to actually take some time to breathe and to explore other interests, to spend, you know, more time with my husband, because we're both usually like so busy in our normal lives that like we wouldn't get to see each other. So it's been like really nice actually, and like special to be able to like to have each other during this time. Yeah, and when COVID hit and like things started shutting down, I was going into the closing weekend of a show that I was doing out in Virginia called Ordinary Days. And we were one of the first shows in the area for them. I think it was the Thursday that like everything just sort of shut down, one by one. And we were like one of the first shows to sort of announce like we're canceling, that they were canceling the rest of the weekend. So it was definitely a shock. But then we had to like see that repeated with all of our friends again and again and again. And, at least we could all rely on each other, and we all knew what everyone was going through, really. So,
And this there's been so much virtual performance from theater across the country, and this model is going to continue even after things return to normal.
Oh yeah.
Because you reach such a larger audience virtually. Yeah. So maybe that will be the good that comes out of it. And I'm so happy that you were able to join us tonight virtually. And I would love for you to do another number for us.
I would love to. Thank you both again so much for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we'll give you the virtual stage again.
All right. Wonderful. How do you say to your child in the night, nothing's all black, but then nothing's all white? How do you say it will all be all right when you know that it mightn't be true? What do you do? Careful the things you say, children will listen. Careful the things you do, children will see and learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take. Wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children. Sometimes the spell may last past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen. How can you say to a child who's in flight, don't slip away and I won't hold so tight? What can you say that, no matter how slight, won't be misunderstood? What do you leave to your child when you're dead? Only whatever you put in its head. Things that your mother and father had said, which were left to them too. Careful what you say. Children will listen. Careful you do it too. Children will see and learn. Guide them, but step away. Children will glisten. Temper with what is true, and children will turn, if just to be free. Careful before you say, listen to me.
Ah. Now we know why you were nominated for a Helen Hayes Award.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. I hope to see you sometime in the next couple of months, and I hope that you're on a stage and I'm in the audience.
Yes, yes. Cheers
And
to that.
I'll
Thank
be
you
your
all.
date.
What was that?
I'll be his date. I'll come.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. Yes, yes, yes.
And
I'm
thank
all
you,
set.
Andrew.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Wonderful
Thank you for having
meeting
me.
you both.
All right. I guess I'm
Bye.
signing off now. Thank you all. Have a great evening.
Thank you for being with us.
Thanks
Really
again.
means a lot.
So much love in the comments for both of our guests so far.
I know, right?
The bar has been set. And
You
I'm going
know,
to jump.
you know how to pick them.
I know. I'm going to jump right to our third guest, if that's okay with my co-host.
Just as long as you just don't you want to shout out your GoFundMe and let people know that
Yes.
right?
Chris, put in the chat where people can donate to the Rustin Center. You can either go right to the Rustin Center site, or you can go to my GoFundMe. Whatever way the money comes, we don't care.
No, I
Just
want to pop your 60,000. I want to get 263. And in all honesty, in all sincerity, just if you're enjoying the show tonight, if you want to support, Mike's last hurrah as a fundraiser, please do give what is within your means and within your heart. And if you don't have that, we understand and enjoy the show nonetheless, of course. But if you do have anything that you can offer, first and foremost, for the program we do here at the center to keep our kids safe, to keep our community safe, to make sure we represent in the right way. But also, let's show respect to Mike and the effort that you have done over these years, and let's go out in style, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Can you pop me into the green room and back, because I'm frozen again? I want to see if our magic...
We don't want a frozen Mike Hot Pence. Tell me that's better.
Yes, that's better. Frozen and hot pence don't go together.
You don't want to be cold in the hot pence. You don't want shrinkage.
All right. Can we move to our next guest?
Of course we can. You're the host.
All right.
Yes.
I have known our next guest for 30 years. We met when we were 10 years old. And he is a composer, singer, a writer, a producer, and a performer. You might have seen him gigging at Joe's Pub with his rather big band. You might have seen him on stage in the leading role in February House at the Public Theater, or as a cat in Coraline at the Lucille Lortel. You might have read his book, The Drag Queens of New York, an Illustrated Field Guide. You might have heard one of his albums, Rather Big or Finally. Last month, you might have heard his original tune, Nothing Rhymes with Christmas, on the lesbian holiday rom-com, The Happiest Season. He is one of the most talented and one of the smartest people I know, and a dear, dear friend. Please welcome to our virtual stage, Julian Fleischer!
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Look at you!
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, handsome.
Rob, I have figured out that you flirt with everybody, so I don't take it personally anymore.
You better take it personally. No, I don't flirt with everybody. I only flirt with people who are worth it, and you are worth it, my friend. Yeah. I don't give it out for
well played. How you doing?
I want to thank you for returning to us. You were with us for the Holiday Spectacular, and you were a huge hit, and people have been clamoring for your return.
Sometimes they clamor for my drama.
I'm back. Hi. Julian, your suit zapped me off of the internet.
Hang on. I just unplugged myself. Don't go anywhere.
You're falling apart, the two of you. You're falling apart.
There was too much energy emanating from your sparkly suit that I just literally my computer just shut down.
Well, Well, it's just like I'm so jerry-rigged down here. Like I'm broadcasting from my basement, and there's wires everywhere. It's quite a
Yes.
spaghetti bowl of cables. Anyway, hi.
Can you explain the basement, because you are not in a theater well, you are in a theater, but you're not in like, off Broadway right now. You're in your basement.
I am in my basement. Actually, I'm coming to you live from the Northwest Catskill Mountains. I'm completely snowed in outside, but in the basement of my little cabin up here, I have constructed for myself a nightclub in which I perform nightly to no one. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
What are all of the animal heads? It's very Silence of the Lambs. On
Yes,
stage.
that's the point. It's
Is
sort
that the
of
vibe
like
you're going for?
It's like if David Lynch had a nightclub. This would be it. I mean, normally when we're not in the throes of a pandemic, the place is full of weirdos who are running around and they need outfits to wear. So I supply them with animal heads and drag outfits and what have you, just to keep the the proceedings well lubricated.
And have you been doing a bit of virtual performing these last couple of months?
Once in a while. I don't actually bring it out too often, but on a night like tonight, to celebrate the great Mike Hotpence, I simply had to pull it together. I'm wearing like a weird Liza drag. Let me just turn off this light.
I think it's the hat that gives me heavy Liza vibe.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. She wears this in the act, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God. We are such homosexuals. I love us. Anyway, I'm just really glad to have a chance to celebrate the extraordinary career of Mike Hotpence. We met, as you said, 30 years ago at the wedding of our mutual best friend Zachary and his beautiful wife Jody. And I think everybody thought we were going to hate each other. But in fact, we fell madly in love, and we would have had a relationship if you had feelings.
So at this event where we met, it was a wedding luncheon, pre-wedding luncheon for the members of the bridal party to meet each other. And Julian and I were at the end of a long table, and Julian turned to me 2 seconds after we met and said, "Yeah, they put all the gays at the far end of the table."
Well, there were a shocking few number of us for friends
Yes.
in the theater.
And then we were supposed to go from there to play billiards, but there was a sale at a clothing store on the way.
Don't say it. Don't say it. It will date us.
So I won't say the name of the clothing store, but we whisked away for about 20 minutes and tried on some clothes and then walked into the billiards with bags on both arms.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
The gays are here.
Yeah, whee! Yeah, and so the rest is history. And I just want to take a minute to say, I'm so moved and proud of the last 4 years that you have spent creating this character and this movement, this one-man political theater machine. We all have spent the last, several decades wondering what you were going to do with your life. and this is it. And, you waited, and it was worth the wait because, wow, have you blown us all away with your tenacity, your sense of humor, your sense of style, your political drive. I'm just very happy to be able to be with you tonight.
Well, thank you, my friend, and thank you for being a part of this broadcast.
Don't thank me yet. I have yet to do this number.
All right. On that note,
yeah,
entertain us.
You want to be entertained. All right. So I'm just going to do. The title of the show tonight is "Can You Feel a Brand New Day?" And that song, of course, comes from what you know. Mike Hotpence is my all-time favorite musical, The Wiz, which I caught as a boy in Baltimore on its pre-Broadway run, where it was actually supposed to close, but then it got a last-minute reprieve from some folks at MCA Records, and it went on to become what it is, which is a part of our cultural heritage at this point. And so I thought I would actually just sing the song, Can You Feel a Brand New Day, from The Wiz. It's a wildly energetic ensemble dance number. So I thought I would do it. For
And the
obvious
animal
reasons,
heads.
Let me make my way over to my area here.
So you say that you caught the whiz. Was that painful? Did you have to see a doctor?
How was that?
Beautiful.
Is that
That's
the
a
Price
so
is
good
Right
transition.
music?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
So this is the big choral dance number from The Wiz.
Woo! Should we stay on and dance?
What?
Should we stay on and dance?
No, I'm gonna do it nice and slow.
All right. So we're gonna leave then. We've been.
No, don't leave. No, don't leave. Everybody look around, 'cause there's reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out, and let's commence to singing joyfully. Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting on. Everybody's so glad, because our silent fear and already is gone. In harmony, show the world that we got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just learn about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Everybody be glad, the sun is shining just for us. Everybody wake up into the morning into happiness. And our world is like a different way of living now. Well, thank you, world. We always do that, we be free somehow. In harmony, but the songs I got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom, you see, has got a heart singing so joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? 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 Can you feel a brand new Can you feel a brand new
Yes. Yes.
That's what I got.
I love it. I love it. I love the half ballad, half up tempo arrangement.
Thank you. Yeah, I started working on it around 4:00. So.
And I know you told me not to dance, but screw you, I was dancing.
Oh, thank you. Can you dance? When did you learn how to dance?
I do. Of course I dance.
Oh, that's right. You do the white boy shoulders.
I'm going to give you another plug, as if the introduction that I did wasn't long enough.
I thought you should
But you just recently, last month, you did a series of conversations that were hosted virtually by the 92nd Street Y.
Yes, I did.
You did
92nd Street. Why?
Why? And the theme was Why Songs Matter.
Yes.
And you did the spirit of a song, the story of a song, and the soul of a song.
Indeed.
And you had amazing guests like Ira Glass and Michael R. Jackson and
I had two
Roseanne
Pulitzer
Cash.
Prize winners on the same
Yes.
show. Let me turn off the harmony.
Yeah,
There we go. Sorry.
that's better. And they are, you moderate them brilliantly, much better than I've been hosting tonight.
No,
And
you've been great, actually.
they-
You really should be doing this.
They and they're fascinating, but and so accessible. You know, you don't have to be a musician or know a lot about music to really get a lot out of the conversation. So I absolutely recommend them, and you can see all three of them. I know this because I watched one of them today.
Oh no!
So go over the 92nd Street Y. And look at those, and also check out where can people find you on the interwebs, Julian?
They can find me, in places I probably shouldn't talk about. But no, you can go to my website, julianfleischer.com. There's no C in Fleischer, just so you know. If you put one in, you won't find me. I should actually call my website nocinfleischer.com. But they can find me there, and there's all sorts of stuff. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, all the medias, sociale. It's exhausting, being on the internet all the time. I thought it would be easy.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
The reason I brought up the 92nd Street Y was because I wanted to ask you, we are here in this moment at the start of this brand new day. And what do you think is the role that music, and in particular songs, play moving forward and moving closer to our social justice goals?
Wow, Jesus! I wish you told me you were going to ask me that. Those three conversations that I had with those extraordinary guests, including Shakina Nafak and Melissa Hazlip and Martha Plimpton and Ira Glass and Roseanne Cash and a whole host of other Amichai Lau-Lavie, the Reverend Jackie Lewis of Middle Collegiate Church, which had burned down only really days before our conversation. My whole point there was to actually find out the answer. I don't know the answer. I just know that I live my life in song. If I had to give up everything, the one thing I would insist on keeping is song, with a capital S. I just find that songs are healing, and they are community building, trusted units of exchange between people. And I'm not sure I know why. I'm going to spend my life trying to figure it out. But I think what we all know is that songs are the thing that make us human and bring us joy and allow us to communicate with one another on a level that is deeper and more meaningful, often more joyful than almost anything else in the world. And so I just have to stay here and keep trying to figure it out. That's all.
That's so beautiful. Thank you. And I want to, if I may just jump in, I know you're hosting and I'm just your sidekick for the evening, but I want to give a shout out to Julian and our community to let everybody know that, and I'm not sure if you know this, Mike, but Julian's going to actually come back to the Power Hour on Friday, February 19th. And
Hour.
Yeah, so we're very excited.
Well, I'm delighted to be a part of it because the Rustin Center is an extraordinary organization that builds a beautiful community, and we are here to do the good work, which involves, pushing back the dark and opening up the largest possible space in the light for the largest number of people in the world.
That's so beautiful. You are such a dichotomy, my friend, because you are a freaky deaky funky man, these beautiful spurts, and I cannot wait to have you to my virtual hour because we're going to have some meaningful time. We're going to sing some songs, and we're going to have a really fabulous.
So you've seen my beautiful spurts?
I will on the 19th. Tune in for Julian's beautiful spurts. That's what we're calling the show. That's the show.
Those are the
so
parts
shall I
of the network.
This last number for you?
Yes.
Well, I caught The Wiz, as I told you, when I was a boy, and it blew my mind, and I've really never gotten over it. It's the one soundtrack I've had in every conceivable formats, and I've sort of spent my life in many ways trying to get back to that place where I was when I saw that show in Baltimore as a boy. And the other show that I saw around the same time was Annie. which for many people is another touchstone, and rightfully so. And the great anthem at the middle of that show, Tomorrow, is For My Money. And I mean this, I know it sounds grandiose, but I think it's the greatest song ever written. I want it to be the song that we all sing because it's got it all. It's got everything that people need. And last March, when I made my way up here to avoid COVID, you know, I was thinking about that song, and I wanted to create something that would bring everybody together around it. So I called a lot of my friends, particularly the great Billy Stritch, legendary jazz pianist and singer, and asked him to help me create a communal version of the song. And it took a few weeks, actually, because, you know, I'm up in the middle of nowhere. But I pulled together a bunch of terrific friends, including Mike Hodpence and, you know, Sarah Jessica Parker and Bridget Everett and Billy Eichner and Mary Testa and Tanya Pinkins and a host of frontline workers at the time who were, you know, struggling mightily to keep this situation at bay. And so I thought, rather than sing another half-baked tune for you, I would play the video and show you all what we put together. And I think it's meaningful. I think it's powerful. And, you know, it's a beautiful idea. Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Hit it.
All right.
Cheers to that.
Hello.
Billy Stritch, it's Julian Fleischer.
Julian, how are you, man? How are you weathering all this?
Ooh, well, you know, like the song says, Billy, when I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely.
I just stick up my chin and grin. I love that song.
Oh my God, it's the best song ever. I think that song should be the national anthem of the whole wide world, especially now.
Oh, it's great. How about I play it for you?
How about I get some friends to sing along?
And how about if I get you-know-who to start the whole thing off?
No, you are kidding me. You don't mean.
I do indeed.
Oh, Billy, I'm so glad I called you.
I am too, man.
All right, Maestro, proceed.
Let's do it.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say,
That was incredible.
Incredible. What a glorious thing you did. And
Thank you.
What a testament to how much people love and respect you that you were able to assemble that cast of all-stars.
It's very kind. I mean, and I just want people to know that that was Andrea McArdle herself.
Yes.
The original Annie.
And I just want to tell you that Robert is peeing his pants right now because now he can say that all of those people have been on the Power Hour. I guarantee you, in 10 minutes, there's going to be a tweet that says Sarah Jessica Parker, Andrea McArdle, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. They've all been on the Power Hour.
Yes.
Why haven't you been?
Go ahead, do it. I give you complete permission. The truth is, I think they would love to do the show. So.
Well, see right there. Yeah, I was waiting. I was like, I want all of those people on the show.
I do. They're all good
It
people.
was one of our favorite episodes because Billy Eichner was able to shed the character, and we talked for an hour about his work and his beliefs, and it was a beautiful moment. So yeah, so get all those people on the show for us.
Did you flirt with him too?
You know what? I didn't. I did not flirt with him. That's the gosh darn truth. You can ask anyone to watch this show. I did not flirt with Billy Eichner.
All right.
So I don't flirt with everyone. I'm not. Well, I was going to say I'm not a whore, but I don't want to disparage sex workers because they are right.
Where would we be without them?
That's right.
I thought you were going to say you didn't want to disparage me and Julian.
Listen, I got to go. I have to leave, but I just want to say real quickly, Mike Hotpence, congratulations. It has been one of the great joys of my life to be your friend, and that you spent the last 4 years doing this thing with the tenacity and the grit, the drive, and the sense of humor that you have has been so fabulous to watch. I'm an admirer, and I'm grateful, and I wish you the very best. Thank God you lasted longer than that son of a bitch.
Thank you, my friend. Love you.
We love
you too.
We'll see you on the 19th, my friend.
Thank you.
We'll get all those people on the Power Hour.
Woo. Hey, can you pop me on and off because I froze again?
Oh, will you stop? I can't keep popping you on, my friend. People are going to talk. How's that? Better?
One more time.
Oh my God. That's a place to be proud. We are in the after party. Tell me that's better.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
All right. That was delightful.
That was delightful. You put on quite a show, my friend.
I told you I have talented, lovely, intelligent friends, and they make me look good.
Oh, I know we're in the after party, and I have to tell you this. I'm gonna tell on you to our whole community, to our viewers. You, my friend, are very much like you were planning the show, and I can tell it was like you need to be an hour, you need to be 1 hour, it needed to be concise, it needed to be like, I'm not letting that motherfucker talk too much. Cut him off. I'm going to make sure that he is not usually, as verbose as he usually. And I tried my best. I really did. But now that we're after anyway, let me ask you this, because now part of your journey is in it, and I know you're going to don the hot pants again for special occasions. I know it's only semi-retirement. What's your takeaway from all it? What did you learn? What was most meaningful for you on your journey?
Well, that's a good question. There's a couple of things. I mean, first, when I first decided to do it, I think back to that November of 2016. Not that I want to put anybody back in that time. But, I don't know what it was like for everybody else, but I would come home from work and I would sit down in front of my computer and I would scroll through my Facebook feed, and there was so much sadness and fear and anger and disbelief. And all of that was valid. That's exactly what I was feeling. But
oh, we lost him during that beautiful speech. I hope he realizes that he's not on air, and we'll get him back as soon as possible. I apologize. One of the worst possible moments to lose our friend, and he's back. And I was just telling our audience, I know you can hear us You were telling us something so beautiful, and I apologize profusely.
That's all right.
So please, so you were seeing so much sadness.
Yep.
And
for me, I needed to just literally step away from the computer and figure out how I wanted to respond in that moment. And I immediately thought of the Halloween costume, of the Mike Hotpence costume. And like I said, I decided to turn that into a form of street theater / activism / fundraising. And I think one of the takeaways, and I think the reason why it went viral was because it came from a place of joy and hope and creativity. And that kind of stood out from what everybody else was experiencing and what I was experiencing, like I said, scrolling through my social media. And so I think the sort of joy and the humor and the hope kind of broke through that. And I think that, people said, well, if the reality is that there's a world where Mike Pence exists, we can't escape that. But you know what? There's also a world where Mike Hotpence exists. And if that's true, then there's a reason to hope. So that's what gave me hope. And I think, like I said, one of the reasons why I think that it went viral in the first place, because it came from a place of hope and joy. And then in terms of what I learned, after that, a lot of people said in that first month, enjoy your 15 minutes. And not in a snarky way, but just in, the reality of these things going viral is that they're hot for a couple of weeks and then they kind of die out. And I was very clear-eyed from the beginning that, I would only do this as long as people were interested in supporting the causes that I was working for. And I would say, a few months in, the sort of press fell away, and I started to think, I have to keep this going. What can I do? And I met with a publicist, and I talked about a book and a calendar and all of this crazy stuff. And then about 2 weeks went by, and I thought, what are you doing? Like, just do the work. Like, you have a strong mission statement to work for causes, to work for organizations that support causes and communities that are especially vulnerable under the former administration. So just go back and put your focus on that mission statement and do the work. And then, of course, everything else took care of itself. Every couple of weeks or months, there would be some interview or some article or some invitation to a gala. And it just goes to prove that, when you focus on the work, everything else will take care of itself. But don't lose sight of the work and don't lose sight of the mission. So I think it's true for activists, for artists, for whatever life goal you have. Start out with a strong mission statement and let that be your North Star.
It's so beautiful. And so then what's next?
Well, like you said, semi-retirement. I reserve the right to dust off the hot pants and put them back on for special occasions like pride parades, or the pro-choice prom in DC, which I love doing every year. Mike Pence's birthday in June. So there will certainly be events where I will resurface. But I was talking to Julian earlier this week, and he asked me the same question, and I said, I hope that people in the weeks and months to come forget about Mike Pence, and I want to be one of those people.
So what happens to all the hot pants?
I'm glad you brought that up. My original pair, woo! These are the ones I'll keep. But I do have an extra pair. They're actually my Valentine's hot pants. Oh, hold on, things are falling over here.
Are they your pants? Because then
there we go. my red Valentine's pants. And these I'm going to give to the Rustin Center.
Oh my gosh. We're going to frame those. We're going to put those under glass. That is a Smithsonian worthy addition to our center.
Good. I wasn't sure what would become of them or how they would be displayed, but yes, framed in glass, I think is terrific.
They're going to be like right here. Next power hour when we do again, they'll be like right here.
That's right behind you.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, my friend, you inspire me. I joke around about being, having a huge crush on you, but it's the gosh darn truth. And I'm gonna tell a story now of I called, and here I'm going to reveal your secret identity, because
okay.
I did not call Mike Hotpence. I called Glenn. And I asked Glenn to be a member of our board of directors. And your response was, well, I'm going to hang up the hot pants in November. I'm not going to have that persona anymore. And I said to you, without even thinking, that I had no inclination to having Mike Hotpence on the board. I wanted Glenn Pinnell on the board because you are such a thoughtful, vibrant, passionate, compassionate, incredible human being. And what you've done over the past 4 years needs to be celebrated. There should be a book. Now there should be a book. This has to be something that is kept within our hearts. The fact that you did something that the vast majority of us would see as a Halloween costume, as a piece of drag. And again, it is drag, and that's an art form and a culture in and of itself. But you embodied it with a sense of purpose, with, as you said, a mission. How many people couple hot pants with a mission? And you did it so crystal and so beautifully, and you raised over $60,000. You made a huge difference in so many lives, and it cannot be overstated.
Thank you, my friend. And it makes me laugh because you said I told you, well, after November 3rd, I'm going to hang up the hot pants, and here we are in January.
Yeah, well, that life has a certain way of having its ugly, beautiful way with us.
Yes.
So, in honor of Mike's this is your last GoFundMe, though. Please do, if you enjoy the show tonight, if you've appreciated Mike's work over the past 4 years, please do whatever is within your means, within your hearts. Go and donate a lot of freaking money, because the center could use it for our programming, for our advocacy, for our sticking up for the marginalized folks that we do our best to represent, but also in honor of the great work that Mike has done over these years. And again, I don't know how to state it strongly enough, what you've done and the inspiration that you've given, and the sense of fun you put into it. But there was always definitely and so strongly a sense of purpose and a sense of love behind it.
Thank you, my friend. Love you and look forward to making more good trouble in the years ahead.
You are not getting rid of me, and Center needs you so much, and we are so thrilled to have you as an ally. We love you. Great show tonight, by the way. Let's not lose sight of a great freaking show. What people you bring to us, and I hope that. Do you think that Glenn Pinnell has a variety show in him?
Maybe.
All right. I'll take that as a maybe.
You're putting me on the spot in front of thousands of
people.
No,
I'm not putting a date on it. I'm just saying that, that's the one thing I just thought of that. Gosh, I would miss these times. I would miss the folks that you bring to us and having you next to me. So just think.
I love that.
All right. I love you very much. I will see you very soon, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and
Hey,
being.
good night. Good night, Mike Hotpence. We love you. Good night. Good night. So that is the Mike Hotpence Variety Hour, the third in the series. You can see the first two in our archives, by the way, and they were both brilliant and fabulous as well, as much as the man who presented them. Thank you for being with us tonight. You are our beloved community. We are building towards something extraordinary, and all of it is because of you and for you and with you. And I know that we are way into the after party, so I will say this: much love and respect to all y'all. Be good to each other. Be good to your families, chosen or otherwise. And most importantly, over the next few days, few weeks, few months, for as long as you need to, be good to yourselves. You may not want to, you may not think it's important, but it is. We need you. We need you here at the Power Hour, watching with us and being with us. We need you doing the good works that you do in the day. And we need you to be there for your friends, your allies, and your family. We love you very, very much. Thank you so much. We'll see you Monday night, everybody, here at the Power Hour.
We need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers.